This is a message and energy activation from the realm of angels. We in the angelic realm are here with you today to share with you our messages of love and peace and co-creation. So many of you live these lives where you feel disempowered, where you feel like life is happening to you, where you have no control over the outcomes that you experience. And what we say to that is, this is not the divine truth. This may be the truth that your ego has convinced you of, and this may be the truth that you know based on your external experiences. However, if you continue to dive within yourself and expand your consciousness to the level of love, you will learn to know and recognize that you, in fact, are truly empowered to co-create a reality that is beneficial to you, that is aligned with your soul's highest path, purpose, and potential, and that is one that you actually enjoy. When you empower yourself of this truth, you will be able to create a life that you want to live and not one where you just merely survive. And that is our wish for all of you. We know that in the realm that you exist in this physical space of consciousness, that duality will always be present. There will always be light and dark. There will always be fear and love. There will always be night and day. There will always be lack and abundance. Those things do not change, but your relationship with those things can change, depending on your level of consciousness, where you place your awareness, and the vibration that you are emanating. And so you have control over many of these factors. Where you have control is over your attention, your actions, the thoughts that you lean into, what you consume, both physically and mentally, and what you allow yourself to take in. And so let us explain these on a little bit deeper of a level. When we talk about where you place your attention, we are talking about what you focus on. So you may be a person who is experiencing some lack, where you have things that you want or need and do not appear to have the resources to purchase those things. But you are also a person who has other things, such as a home to live in, food in your refrigerator, clothing to wear. And so when you are only focusing on what is not present there, you are sending out an energetic vibration of lack, 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 lack. And the way that this universe works is that it will give you what your dominant vibration is. And so even though it is hard not to focus on what you feel is missing, we implore you to focus on what you have instead, with gratitude, with love, with appreciation, with a recognition of, if I am in alignment with love and gratitude and appreciation, the universe will provide more love, gratitude, and appreciation in my life. And we know that this is a difficult shift and that many of you struggle with it, and that it does not come natural to you, because as a human, you are trained to look for threats, to look at the aspects of your life where things are not going correctly or right or are unsafe, so that you may protect yourself. And as a more evolved human, you take this information of what is missing and think, how do I get it? How do I plan? How do I make this happen? How do I force my will upon this situation? And in some instances, yes, there is absolutely action you must take, but that action will be divinely guided. It will be a soft nudge from the divine, letting you know, go in this direction and see where it takes you. It will not come from a place of fear and having to hustle and having to force it and having to work hard in order to manifest what you are desiring. It will be easy. It will feel aligned. You will be in the flow because your attention is on what you have rather than what you do not have. When we speak of what you are consuming, we are talking about consumption on many different levels. The consumption of what you are eating, the consumption of what you are purchasing, the consumption of what you are watching and listening to and reading and communicating with. So if you are consuming things that are not as natural, then your vibration will be at a denser level. If you are consuming content of fear, your vibration will be at a denser level. If you are spending a lot of time around people who are speaking negativity, then your vibration will be at a denser level. And so that is what we mean by consumption. What we mean is, what are you exposing yourself to? Your mind, your body, and your soul. And so if you want to be a conscious co-creator, you must consciously consume things that have a higher vibration, more closely aligned to the divine. Nature is closely aligned to the divine. Love and compassion and peace and harmony and laughter are more closely aligned to the divine than is anger and aggression and fear. And while we know that, again, you are programmed as humans to look for the things that might be unsafe and cause you fear, and so those headlines that are very fear-based grab you and pull you in and make you focus on them. And what we are saying to you is to become aware of this tendency that you have to watch the videos with the what you call clickbait or rage bait to get you into that place of fear. To pay attention to that, to pay attention to that urge to go to the darkness, to pay attention to that urge to consume things that you know do not necessarily make you feel well and that are highly processed or are coming from a place of harm, where people are being harmed, or animals are being harmed, or the planet is being harmed. What we are encouraging you to do is to become a conscious and compassionate consumer. And the way that that is going to look for you depends on you and the choices that you want to make. We will not dictate to you that you must live in a certain way. All we are saying is pay attention to how what you are consuming feels to you. And if it feels good and expansive and you feel good after the consumption, that is a sign that it is aligned for you. But if it does not feel good and you do not feel well after the consumption and you leave it feeling heavy, dense, afraid, or frustrated, then that is an indicator that it is something that maybe is not aligned for you. And so you get to make the choice. You have free will. We are not here to tell you what you can and cannot do. We are just here to advise and to let you know that if you stack the odds in your favor by being a conscious and compassionate consumer, you are raising that vibration. You are sending a signal out to the universe, just like with what you put your attention to, of who you are, who you want to be, and what you're open to receive from the universe. And when your vibration is in this more highly aligned state, you are internally guided by your divine source, and then you can co-create a life beyond your wildest dreams. And while we know that these things that we are encouraging you to do are not easy, we are telling you that they are not impossible. There are people who are doing this every single day. Some of them you know, and others you do not. But if you have ever watched somebody where they are just lit up from inside and they have a beautiful life that they truly appreciate, it might not be a big life, they may not be a celebrity, as you call them, but they are appreciative and in the essence of joy throughout their life. It is because they are in alignment with their source. They are in alignment with their higher self and divine wisdom, and they are following the path of co-creation. Whether they're conscious of it or not does not matter, but most of the time the people who are living in this way are conscious of it, or at least attuned to what feels good and follows what feels good. And what we have to say to you is that you must really be conscious of what feels good temporarily, but has a negative impact in the long term. And there are many things like that in your world. Alcohol, drugs, excessive spending, sexual relations with strangers. There are so many examples, and while we are not demonizing any of these things, they are all within your choice. The question is, how do you feel after? Not during, not in the few minutes after when your brain is flooded with all of those happy chemicals that we know you experience, but when the dust settles and there may be longer term consequences from those choices, how do they make you feel? That is what we are asking you to pay attention to. And again, it is your choice. You do not have to pay attention to this. But if you wish to live a more highly aligned and spiritual life, one where you are walking a path of joy and appreciation and guided by higher consciousness, where you feel that you are aligned with your soul's highest path, purpose, and potential, then these are the things that we encourage you to do. We appreciate you all being here for this message. We appreciate that you take the time out of your day to listen to our words, to receive our frequencies, and to maybe take in some information that will help you elevate to a place more aligned with your truth, more aligned with your divinity. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, our message is complete.